Hey everyone, how are you?
Hello,
I am Tavarish,
I am Andrew.
and this is the Wrench Everyday Podcast. Jinx. How you guys doing today? I did it again. I did it again. What? You can't. What happened? What's going on? You just said you're Andrew. Oh, I have to. Okay. Oh, you want me to? Oh, okay. My name is Tavarish. My name is Freddie, and you may know me as Tavarish. And this is my partner in crime, Mr. Andrew Howell. Also known as what? Finn Gergens? Yeah. And Andrew.
Thank you.
Howell.
You had to say, you jinxed me. You had to say my name 3 times.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you jinxed me. It was on camera. I had to follow through.
Wow. Okay. So that apparently is a thing. Andrew. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you already said it 3 times.
It's like Beetlejuice. Well, I said it 3 more times, so in case we do a jinx, I already it.
It's unjinxed.
Yeah, it's a preemptive unjinxing.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So we talk about cars and jinxing apparently.
Yep.
How you doing today, man?
Doing all right. Other than just having been jinxed, I'm good.
Yeah. All right. So how is your car doing nowadays?
It's good.
We had some pretty drastic rain. How's your Firestone Indy 500s doing?
Oh, they're awesome.
They're not bad, aren't
They're great.
Yeah. Again, he has the same tires as my wife has on our Elantra. That doesn't say anything about his car. It says more about my wife's Elantra.
Yeah.
That I would have such aggressive tires on it. But they're very good in the rain.
So good.
And yeah, they're pretty good as far as a good cheap tire. Now I just got a set sent to me. I got some Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's for my daily driver, my S class.
Nice.
So that's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, they are summer tires, but we live in Florida, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's really good in the rain, though. It's very good.
Well, I feel like the car's too heavy to be bad in the rain.
Yeah, but you don't want that thing to that. If that thing snaps on you,
I know.
That's gonna be.
It was a joke. Please,
It's like
please spare me.
It's a train accident. Like if that thing goes.
Literally, because it's as big as a train.
Well, yes. That's what I meant. It's just an inner city train. So, do we have any more questions from the Twitters? And actually, you know what? Before we get to the question, before we get to any of that, I wanted to make an announcement.
You're pregnant.
You know, there's a thing called being anticlimactic.
Oh.
You know, it's like, hey, can you guess how much this burger cost me? And
$900.
Yeah, if you go like $900, like no, the burger didn't cost you $900. It's like, you know, it cost me $25. Like now it doesn't matter anymore. Now it's stupid. Now like
you're not pregnant. What's your?
You just crapped on my point.
What's your announcement or whatever?
Okay. My Tavarish channel, my main channel is now, you can sponsor it. You can be one of my sponsors and you can, you can fund not only that channel, actually it's going to be more, the side channel. It's going to be more this channel and also the DIY channel that me and Andrew are going to be partaking in. And we're going to have, cheap cars, really cheap cars. We're going to have step-by-step DIYs. We're gonna have a lot of really, really cool stuff. And I figured, I actually wanted to do this for a while, but I actually had some time to spend with Mr. Chris Fix. I have his shirt right here. And he's such a really genuine guy. And I think that we can add something to that.
That genre.
Yeah, to that genre, you know? Chris is doing a great job. There's a lot of people in that area, but I feel like we can throw our hats into the ring and we can kind of make an impact as well.
I don't want to throw my hat.
You don't throw your hat, and I don't own a hat. So it's fine. It's all figurative. It's not real.
You don't own a hat?
I don't own a hat, no. Is that a problem?
It's so weird.
How's it weird?
I don't know. It's just dead. I mean,
some people don't own TVs. I don't own hats.
There are people that don't owning TVs?
No, there's people that don't owning TVs.
How you are living without owning TVs?
Well, what you watch then? What do you do? What do you do?
How you are playing Grand Theft Auto 5? How you are doing this?
How you play GTA 4 with Nico? With Nico and cousin Bellic.
It's Nico Bellic.
Nico Bellic, yes,
And
I know.
his cousin Roman.
I know, but his cousin Roman is also Bellic, isn't he?
I don't think he is.
Yes, he is.
Then wouldn't that be his brother?
Yes, but okay. You know,
Welcome to the Wrench Everyday Podcast, where we discuss the bloodlines of the main character for Grand Theft Auto 4.
that is correct. If you guys want to sponsor, all that stuff will be in the link in the description below. I will make sure that it's there, and then all of that money will go directly to the to the podcast, and we're going to try to make as much of the content as possible for you guys. And Andrew will not sleep until he will not sleep for many, many, many weeks in order to get you that content. And he will personally see to it. I will sleep like a baby because I don't do any of this stuff. I am the talent, and Andrew is the brains, the brawn, and also all the labor, the physical labor. I am just the face.
I'm allergic to physical labor.
It hurts. Yeah. It'll be fun. So now we can get to some questions.
Hey, let's get to some questions.
And you can hit us up on Twitter and
Twitter
at Wrench Every Day,
Wrench
or,
Every Day,
or at my Twitter,
his Twitter,
The Real Tavarish.
Real Tavarish.
I like how you had it all queued up, and now you have to scroll through
Yeah,
a
I
million
had to
things. Like, well, okay, then we're gonna scroll for 5 whole minutes.
Here we go. Okay, Geek Freak NSFW wants to know: are you going to
Is
change
the question NSFW or is it Geek Freak is NSFW?
the screen name is Greek Freak NSFW.
Greek Freak. Okay, it's a little bit different.
They want to know: are you going to change brakes or suspension on the Lambo?
What's that? Oh, it sounded like somebody went up.
Yeah, so what is it? Water on the window?
Yeah, it's just water.
Raining.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
raining outside. Brakes or suspension on the Lambo?
Yeah.
So brakes and suspension are a little bit. First of all, they're good on that car because the suspension is already a aftermarket unit. There are JRZ RS Pro coilovers with the optional front lift and remote mounted reservoirs. They're very trick stuff, even though you said they look cheap. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that.
Well, believe it.
Well, I can't. So I will not change it because that suspension is pretty good. I might change the spring rates because I was driving around. It might be a little too soft.
Okay.
A little too soft. But I can probably dial that in or whatever. The brakes, there's not a lot of, brake upgrades for that car other than getting an entirely new brake kit that maybe is a little bit bigger from like Brembo, and that'll be $20,000.
Yeah, no.
Or I can do the later model Gallardo Superleggera carbon ceramic brakes.
Only $30,000.
Only, yes. That's
That's a bargain.
I know you don't watch Vehicle Virgins, but Vehicle Virgins, Parker had a episode where he was doing a track day in his Huracan, and Huracan had carbon ceramic brakes, and he was, I think one of his rear brakes was sticking or something, or it was just braking more than it should have. I think that car has like some weird torque vectoring thing going on, so it uses the brakes to get in and out of corners. And one of his brakes was so bad, like the pads were so bad that they dug into the rotor. And so you can replace the pads, and they're only like, I think somewhere like $600 or so.
Only. Yeah, it's a bargain.
Well, it's a bargain on a carbon ceramic thing, because if you dig into the rotor, that's, I think he paid like $6,000 for one rotor. And that's one thing I was worried about when I was looking at Aston Martin DBSs, because you can get those really, really I'm not going to say cheaply. They're not cheap cars, but reasonably. And I think that's probably the best looking Aston Martin ever made. So that car came with carbon ceramic brakes, and I was looking at the forums, and people were like, yeah, I had the pads, like they weren't down to anything, but they started It was like metal on metal. Well, it's not metal on metal, it's metal on carbon. And they dug into the rotor, and the rotor was trash. And each rotor, like for the front two rotors, I think they were like 10 or 12 grand.
Oh boy.
I wonder if there's like, hey, can I just get like the steel ones? Like, I'm sure they make something in this size, right? Like, can you just get the steel ones? It's the same technology.
Yeah.
Just get regular steel ones, and then
That makes me hurt.
So I would take off all the carbon ceramic brakes. I would put them in a nice display case and be like, "These are the brakes of the future," and I never use them.
They're very quiet. How so? Because I don't use them.
Yeah,
They're mounted to my wall.
that's right. And you mount them with like a drywall screw right through the. Is this what you want to mount it? Yeah.
Now they're drilled and slotted.
Just drilled in one place.
It helps with the heat.
Well, you got to make symmetry. Put 3 more holes in.
Oh God. Okay. Next question is from Slinky Rich.
Slinky Rich.
Yep. He wants to know.
Hold on. Is he this could either be a Richard who is sort of slinky, maybe slender, or he is the heir to the slinky. Okay, maybe that's. Wait, hold on. Is that Rich Rebuilds? No, it kind of looks like
SlinkyTech.com is his like thing on his
okay.
Deal.
In any case, it could be
He's also from England.
Okay, so he could be the heir of the Slinky fortune. We're talking.
I feel like the Slinky is an American toy.
I'm sure that they have subsidiaries all over the world, and I'm sure that the American heir of that throne could live anywhere they want.
Okay, well.
Well then, okay, all right.
So anyway, Slinky Rich would like to know, and since he's from
Maybe he's rich in Slinkies, like that's his currency. There's so many ways, so many levels to this name. Okay, fine. I'm just thinking about things.
Don't hurt yourself. He says, love your content.
Why?
That's the part where you say thanks. That's the part where you say thank you. The Toyota Supra, when are you going to start working on it?
Okay.
Never.
That car is dead.
Coming summer of 2027.
Yes.
Toyota
Actually,
Supra.
I am getting the Supra transmission. Oh my god.
R154?
Nope, not R154. It's going to be CD009 from a 350Z. Oh,
What?
yeah.
Why?
CD009.
Why you do this?
Because I'm working with Collins adapters. They make the adapter brackets and they make all that stuff to make the CD009 to the Supra. And they're hooking me up with, I'm going to have to pay up a lot of, it's still expensive. But it's going to be
Probably less than an R150.
way less than an R54. And it's not going to shift like a truck. I can get them reasonably priced. People say you can find them for $300. That's not true. You can't. I haven't found them for $300 anywhere. They're more like you might be able to find them for $600 or something like that. But they're plentiful. They're I think they're 04Z and up. The CD009.
Yeah.
I think the mid 03 year might have had them. I'm not sure. I'm not a Z expert.
Me either.
But that's what it's going to have. I'm also going to do a twin disc clutch because I love it so much in my Lamborghini. And I'm also going to have a twin disc clutch in my SL.
Oh boy.
Lots. You know what I figured out? I'm just going to go a little tangent here. All my cars are either waiting to get forced induction or have forced induction. Every single one, other than the S500, which I don't really count because I don't drive that thing. And other than my wife's car, every single one of my cars, my Lamborghini, forced induction, SL55 forced induction, the truck, the S600, the Supra is gonna
getting there.
is gonna have it.
MR2. Yep.
And
The other thing that
Right?
is unfortunately not Tyler Hoovie's Bentley Continental GT.
I wish it was, but beggars can't be.
But when they find out what it really is,
then they will be mildly
excited, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe. So that's what's going to happen with the Supra. I'm going to have a transmission. Here's the timeline. I don't know if the timeline's going to work out, but it's going to be very, very, how you say, tight. Because when I get back from my vacation and I figure out some stuff with this Lamborghini, I'm going to take it to the body shop. When I have the Lamborghini at the body shop.
Take you to the body shop.
The lollipop. You got, right? Hit the spot. Woo!
Gonna make all the body dance pop. Take you to the body shop.
Like you're so unsure of the lyrics.
Paint the car with every last drop.
Paint the car with every last drop. All right, so I'm going to take it to the auto repair body shop, and then I can. That's going to take a few weeks, I believe.
Yes.
Within those few weeks, I think I can build a Supra. And that's going to be my challenge.
Okay.
If I can build a Supra in the time it takes to paint a Lamborghini.
Your Supra's wrapped, correct?
Yes. So
Can we not wrap it? Can we unwrap it?
yeah,
Is there stock paint underneath that wrap?
I sure hope so.
I'm really curious now to see what's.
I am
under
very
the wrap.
curious too. I think I'm going to be very I'm going to be disappointed when I take off that wrap. I'm going to be like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
man, it looks kind of crappy.
yeah. And then we can rattle can it flat black.
Maybe not. How about no? How about take that idea and then just do the opposite of that? Like not do that.
We can rattle can it gloss white.
No, I actually want that. I love gloss white on a Supra. I think
Yes.
it looks really good.
And please, can we get rid of those terrible wheels? Those wheels are garbage.
You don't like those wheels?
On the Supra?
Oh, you don't like them?
No.
No. You don't like the heavy chrome 19s on there
No.
with the Lexus caps? I can't believe you. Out of all people,
Yeah, no, I don't like those.
the people you the person with the OZ rally racing rally racing
You
wheels.
should get some OZs for that thing.
That would look cool, but I'm not doing a rally build.
And they make wheels that aren't rally wheels.
Yeah, but I can do something with Koenig and they.
Oh yeah,
Those-
yeah.
those
Get some
guys-
ampliforms for that bad boy.
Yeah, he really wants to do something. So here's the thing. Koenig wants to do something with my channel, and I'm perfectly fine with doing it. But there's another wheel company called Brixton Forged.
Oh yeah.
So Brixton Forged also wants to do something, but they're less receptive to emails. Like they don't answer emails for some reason, but they say they want to do stuff. I'd rather do Brixton because they're a little bit higher end, but Koenig is also really good looking. Like their new Ampliform stuff.
Dude.
I haven't. How is their concave stuff? Because I want it to be concave. I don't want.
Oh
it
yeah,
to be,
they do concave versions of almost all the wheels, all their popular wheels.
like how concave are they?
I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't seen them.
No.
Yeah, I want to, like, I've seen them online, and the thing is, I hate shopping for wheels. I wish there was some way that you can see what the offset and what tire you can fit and all that stuff, because it's such a guessing game, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not?
No.
Okay, you tell me, because
Go to tirestretch.com and it gives you a cross-section diagram of the wheels, the tires, and everything. Offset all of it.
okay, this man just saved my life. You're
welcome.
Tirestretch.com?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's tirestretch.com or something along those lines. There are plenty of them online where it's just like a simulator. You can see, you get like here's the outside of the wheel, here's the inside of the wheel. It shows you cross section of the wheel, how the tire will look, where the center of the wheel is, everything.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
That will help, but it's still, because here's the thing: cars are different. You know, some cars are different. They have different.
Did you know that cars are different?
Yeah, some of them have different tolerances as far as because you can have. I know what the stock, Supra sizes are.
Supra size me.
Supra size. I know what the stock sizes for wheels are, and I know what some people have fit. I don't know what that translates to into like having a really concave wheel, if it can fit it, if I'll need something a little skinnier in the front. I don't know if I'll need to roll fenders. That sort of stuff is something I really need to know. Also, some tires, they bulge out a little bit on the sides. Like even though they say that there are a certain series, sometimes they bulge, sometimes they're really, really skinny. They don't have like a little fender guards, not fender guard, the curb guard or whatever. There's so many variables here. And I wish that there was a way. I mean, I'll try this tire stretch thing. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. There's also another site, I can't remember the name, where people will take a picture of a certain wheel size on a car. So like you can look it up by car. Like here's a Toyota Supra. These wheels are 19 by 10, and it's this offset and whatever, and you can see it on the car that you have.
Okay, sure. So I usually do that by Google image search, and I just look up, Toyota Supra 19s or something. But the problem is a lot of people don't include all the parameters that I need. Like I need offset, backspacing.
And that's what I'm saying. There are sites that provide that information for you.
Okay, I'd love to listen. We can talk after the podcast, and we can really get down and look at some info, because I had no idea that any of this existed. Apparently, my Google skills are not as good as I thought they were. But that is a really good resource. So if I can swing some ampliforms from Koenig, I think that would look really good.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think hypergrams would look really good too, though.
hypergrams would look good, but aren't they discontinuing them? I think they are.
I don't think they are.
No.
No.
Wait, they're discontinuing something. They discontinued something. It's the one that Chris had on his Aston Martin. Chris from BS for Build. He had Koenigs on his Aston Martin, and they weren't. They were discontinuing those because I asked for those on. I think it might have been my Supra or something else, and they said that we're actually discontinuing them. So maybe because they're doing this ampliform with their flow form technology, all that stuff. So the Supra also, I mean, I hope the paint is okay. From the previous owner, he said that the paint was fine. And if it can take to shine, that would be great.
Yeah.
Odds are, knowing my luck, the vinyl wrap shop that put this on probably put gouges into the paint with some bad X-Acto knives and probably put wood screws in there. Like,
I was looking at the wrap when I was out there earlier, looking at the Lambo, and from what I could tell, I didn't, take a long, hard look at it or anything, but it seemed to be okay. It seemed to be decently done. So
it was okay. I'm not gonna say it's the best wrap I've ever seen.
Right.
It's all right. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was some weird things like, oh, nobody's gonna see this, and then it's just like.
Now I'm just like, I just want to leave right now and just go out and start peeling stuff off the.
So I think that's gonna be a really good episode.
Oh, absolutely! Yeah, it's super satisfying.
Yeah, super satisfying. Yeah.
What have I done?
Yeah. So that I think that would be really good. One thing I really, really want to do is talk about how slow that car is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so slow.
Yeah. All right, good talk. Next question.
I don't know if I mentioned this on my podcast. One of my friends, he has a JDM Supra. It's also white, but he has a twin turbo, and it's twin turbo, manual, all that stuff. And I want to. It's like, here's the difference between a Supra and a turbo Supra. It's like, we just do a drag race. Like this is just embarrassing. This is bad. That car is slow. It's not fun to drive. I mean, we can go for a drive. You ever been in a Supra?
I don't think I have.
It's okay on the inside, but it just feels like a 90s Toyota. It doesn't
Really?
feel. Did I say it right?
No, you said Toyota.
I said Toyota.
Yeah.
You know what? That's just the way I say it. I don't.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's a 90s Toyota. Toyota. I have to.
Potato, tomato, potato.
But you have to put your lips like Toyota.
Toyota.
Toyota. Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said Toyota.
I didn't say Toyota.
Yeah, you said basically like Toyota. Toyota.
I didn't say I didn't say Toyota.
Whatever. You're saying it strange. You're not saying it wrong. You're just
I
saying
said Toyota.
Toyota.
Listen, Alex, I'll enunciate things the way I want. That is your name, right?
What? All right, Frank.
I'll be frank. I don't care.
So now we have a question from the emails.
Ooh, we have an emails.
This is a multi-parter.
Okay, let's do. What's the first part?
The first part is it's from Liam Stark. That's the first part,
That is a really good name,
right? Tony Stark's nephew.
Or something Game of Thrones.
Who cares? Game of Thrones, Marvel, neither of those mean anything to me.
So, okay. Quick aside. I didn't watch the Infinite Gauntlet War thing. I didn't watch the Infinity War, but I felt that I needed to get up to speed, so I watched Black Panther. That movie sucks.
Really?
It's not good.
I don't really care about superhero movies or anything anymore, so like I have no interest. And people are always like,
"What's the last one you saw of the Marvel movies?"
Gosh, I think Guardians Volume 2. Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
so you're not okay. So the next one after that would be Thor Ragnarok.
I have seen that. I've seen that.
It's a good.
That's actually pretty good. That was funny. That was funny.
So that got me back into it. I'm like, okay, this is all right. This is fun. Then I watched Black Panther, and I'm like, what is this?
I watched like the first 20 or so minutes of Civil War, and I was like, hey, this is really bad.
Oh no,
so bad.
No. So Civil War, I liked Civil War a lot.
It was so bad.
No, I mean, if you watch the first 20 minutes, it's like the movie drags on for a while. It's a long movie, but it's more of an Avengers movie than anything else. That movie actually I like a lot. I watched it twice.
The first 20 minutes for me was just nothing but really cheesy one-liners and hero movie cliches. Just nonstop.
Well,
just
yeah,
pure.
Marvel tends to want to play it safe, but here's the thing with Black Panther, you've seen all these people give it these rave reviews, like this is the most important movie of the year, and blah blah blah.
And to an extent, it does. I see the importance. I mean,
I don't because none of that was available. Like you didn't see that in any of the movie. Like it's. You'd think that there was like these political overtones and all that stuff. Like, no, not really. I wish the movie was as poignant as everybody's analysis of it is.
I haven't seen it.
It was so it made no sense. Once you start thinking about like a little bit, like it just breaks its own rules. It's a world that makes no sense. They prop this up as this world building exercise, as like this is the way you structure movies, and it's not. It's like Wakanda seemed so small. It felt like it took place on one street. Everything was stupid CG. It looked like a PS2 game. It looked really, really bad.
I mean, that's basically every Marvel movie.
No. But there's Marvel. So Thor Ragnarok. There was a lot of colors. There's a very colorful movie.
Yeah, very.
And they made use of a lot of practical effects in that movie. Mm-hmm. And when it was CG, it was done well. Like all the Hulk scenes, he was CG, but it was done well enough.
Wait, the Hulk was only CG?
Yeah, it was obviously.
What?
You mean there's not really a really big green guy? Yeah, so all that stuff was all CG, but you didn't feel like it was all fake. It felt like after a certain point, all right, he was there was some crappy CG every once in a while, but in Black Panther it was all crappy CG. Everything was like, and the whole character of Black Panther, he was invincible the entire time. Until one part of the movie, spoiler alert, when he wasn't. And then that was the entire, that was a story arc. Oh, I lost my powers. Oh, I gained them back again. Like in the next 5 minutes. Like, okay, that was a horrible thing. And then he just goes back to, there was no conflict at all. He had this conflict of, it's kind of like Lion King. Like, I just can't wait to be king. But he was like, I don't know if I want to be a warrior or if I want to be a king. And I don't know if I'm going to be good at all of this, but he was good at everything. He was the perfect person. He never made a mistake. He had no character flaws. And I hate people like that. I hate when characters they're basically I don't know, whatever Story's version of Jesus is.
That's called being a Mary Sue.
Yeah, being a Mary, he cannot be killed. He's literally taking, bullets to the body and to the head.
So he's basically Superman in a cat suit.
Exactly. So,
cool.
At one point they have this. I'm sorry, I'm getting so riled up. They have his body armor. It's a little too convenient. It's it has this kinetic thing where if you get hit, that actually stores the energy, and then you can release that energy. So if he gets shot a bunch of times, that is actually better because then he can explode with energy. And I'm like, oh, so he can never die. He just can't be killed.
Sounds so stupid.
It's so bad. I was watching this movie. I'm like, I wonder when it's gonna get bad. And then there was at the end there was this thing in Wakanda, and they're fighting in a field, and it's all CG nonsense. And then they had CG rhinos like trying to fight. They kind of make this weird Lord of the Rings thing, you know, when they like bring in the CG, like the big animals, and they
Oliphaents.
yeah, right. So but in this one there were rhinos, but they looked really bad. But here's the thing: I've heard from reviewers and whatnot that Infinity War apparently looked so much better. Like they took a lot of time on the effects, and they look very good. They said the people that like all the people that were supposed to work on Black Panther, like they just put him on Infinity War. So they had like 2 people work on Black Panther. Like, all right, well, just best of luck. But man, the reception for that movie was not anything. I thought the movie was going to be good, and I was just like, man, this thing is bad. All right, so that's enough of that. I'm sorry about the little
Anyway,
little
so
rant there.
Liam Stark here.
You had a question about cars? Okay.
First question: what are the pros and cons of owning a whole bunch of cars? Are there any cons?
Yes. I mean, how many cars have you owned simultaneously? Like the maximum amount?
That are road legal and that I can drive?
No. That never makes any difference. What's
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't really have any advice because every time I've had a second car, it's always been for sale.
It's always been a transitioning period.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have 9.
Is that all?
That's it. I mean, I think I've had more before. I think it got to one point I had like 10 or 11. So there are pros and cons. Obviously, that stuff gets stuck by the wayside, and you are, deferred maintenance. You don't know when things were done. Like if you don't write them down, then you have obviously costs, insurance costs, repair costs. Tires are a big one. You have to replace tires on things even if they sit because you get dry rot, all that stuff. Fuel costs, but fuel costs you only pay for the fuel that you drive. But the biggest thing is space. You need a ton of space. In Florida, we're very lucky that we have this amount of space that we can.
Well, in this part of Florida, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to even like downtown Orlando, there's not a lot of space there.
I hate it so much.
Yeah. If you go to Miami, there's not any space there, but here there's plenty of space. That's wide open, and fields and horses and cows and Lambos.
Over in Cape Canaveral, there's much space too.
There is
spaceships.
It's actually a lot of space. It's all above us, or it's also below us, depending on how you.
If you run out of room, just do what Elon Musk did: send your car to space. Infinite storage.
That's right. What if we sent so much garbage into space that it started like, wasn't that a plot line of Futurama? I believe like either Futurama. Yeah, I think it was either Futurama or Simpsons. I can't remember, but it was they had so much garbage on Earth that they just put it on this one rocket and they just hooked it out into space. But it was such that the orbit was like after a certain amount of years, after like 50 years or something, it would come back as like basically like this huge meteor, and they had to they had to do it again because I think the ending was they got another rocket full of garbage, and then they hit that one, and they're like, well, that's only going to defer it. It's like that's a 50 year that's like 3 generations from now's problem. Like who cares?
Said every baby boomer ever.
Exactly. It's not my problem. I don't care. What's emphysema? Yeah, that's the space is a problem. But other than that, there's a lot of pros. I mean, you can drive a different car every week if you want. You can have lots of daily drivers. You can have a car that does canyon carving. You can have a car that does races. You can have a car that just cruises. You can have.
I love having me a canyon carver down here in Florida for all these Floridian canyons.
All these crazy canyons.
Let me tell you.
That's right. I went to Claremont and I saw a hill.
There are a lot of hills in Claremont.
There are. It actually has a decent amount of elevation for Florida.
Yeah.
It's like 300 feet of elevation over
Close
there.
to, yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, if you look, 300 feet ain't a lot for the rest of the country, but over here,
Florida.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, there are some decent sized hills that you can take these turns at pretty high speeds.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Second question: what do you guys do when you aren't at work and aren't wrenching. Music, video games, water polo.
You actually, okay, you can answer this one because you actually have a life. I don't do anything.
I mean, I don't have a whole.
Oh, don't you? Oh, don't you? You have way more going on than I do.
Like what?
D&D.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You know when the last time I played was?
When?
Right before we started the podcast.
Okay. So, well, in any case, like D&D, your girl does roller derby.
Yep.
So you go to those things. I'm an antisocial nut. Like I don't go anywhere.
Come with me to the game on Saturday. It's over in DeLand. It's only an hour and a half away.
Well, I mean, I'm actually going on vacation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, whatever. Cool.
Yeah, you could do that too. So you do. Why am I telling everybody about your life? You
Because you like to live vicarious through me, apparently.
I just watch a vlog of your life. Oh, I wonder what he's gonna do today.
So for me, outside of work, I do a lot of editing with the Rent Everyday podcast. I also play drums. I play video games.
What games are you into?
Right now, well, when I have the time, I play a lot of Sea of Thieves. I play a lot of...
Is that on what, Xbox?
Yeah. Play a lot of Gears of War 4.
How is that? I played 1 through 3. How's Gears 4?
It's awesome because it reminds me so much of Gears 1.
Okay, cool.
2, 3, Judgment, garbage.
I haven't played. I like 2 and 3. I didn't like. I haven't played Judgment.
Don't waste your time. I play a lot of Forza.
Ooh.
7. GTA 5 is always a go-to of mine.
How is Forza 7?
It's awesome. It's so good.
So I have Forza Horizon 3 on my gaming PC, my PC Master Race. But I played it for a few days and then I just started doing other things.
It's just so arcadey. I can't get into it.
The Horizon 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted, like, when 7 came out, I said, I'm going to get this game. And then I just never got it.
Well, you're goofing up.
Yeah. Should I get it?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Yeah. Do they? Here's the thing. I always wanted to make my cars in the game, and they never had like my cars. They had like derivatives or whatever. So I know that they're not going to have the pre-facelift Lamborghini Gallardo, but they might have. They
might actually.
Nah,
They might.
No.
No. Forza 7 has a lot of cars.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna. It's probably gonna be like the Lamborghini Gallardo Super Trofeo or whatever. It's not gonna be a Spider. It's not gonna be. I don't care if it's a Spider, but it's not gonna be the same.
You know what? Beggars can't be choosers, man.
It's like I wanted to have the Aston Martin V8 Vantage.
It's always the V12.
It's always the V12, and it's almost the same.
For me, like I always wanted just a Mini Cooper S. It was always the JCW.
Yeah. They never have that.
Wanted the Focus ST. It's always the RS.
Yep.
FB RX-7's in it, but it's always the one with the 13B. It's always the GSL SE. So I can't, It's
Yep. It's where's the love for people with mediocre cars?
right. But then they put in the Honda Odyssey into Forza.
So I would love if anybody out there knows how to do this, and we're talking to a good swath of people. I would love for there to be like a Tavarish car pack. That would be awesome. So I mean, there's been a Hoonigan car pack. There's been a Smoking Tire. There's been a Jalopnik car pack.
Yeah.
Jalopnik doesn't even know how to play video games. Like,
right.
Yeah. So I'm pretty Smoking Tire. Like Zach Clapman got his Crown Vic on there. His bone stock Crown Vic with an exhaust. I think I can get this done. So I'm sure. Like if you guys know Dan Greenewalt or whatever, we can get this done.
I think at Njugu we may have a hookup because when they did the Hoonigan car pack, in order to have Hertz Twerk Stallion, they had to have our logo plastered all over the car.
Ooh,
so I think we may have some sort of connection there. I don't know.
Maybe, but I can reach out to them and be like, I'm somebody on the internet. Please put me in your video game.
Have you seen my internet video? I make car videos, and here's my car.
Matt Farah was in the game, like as a voice.
Yeah.
That's like, first of all, that's freaky. It's weird because it's like, hearing your friend in the game.
Yeah.
And then thinking like, oh no, he's like an actual like car celebrity. Like people know him for this stuff. And me, I'm like, it's weird. But it would be cool. Like I would love to be. I think that's like a bucket list item.
There you go.
Have like a Tavarish car pack.
Hey, well then, so
or a wrench everyday car pack.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
how
what
about
I'm saying.
that? Oh,
yeah,
that'd
yeah,
be great.
yeah. We put the car with the shift lights and the steering wheel.
Oh yeah. No, I mean we can have a Focus RS. We can have a Lamborghini Gallardo with a twin turbo.
Why we have an RS?
Focus ST. I'm sorry. You planted that RS seed in my head, and now I can think about it as RS. No, I gotta have Focus ST. We can have a PT Cruiser.
Nope.
Nope.
Can't.
We can have a Mini Cooper, just the S with an automatic. Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Well, you're not giving me a whole lot to work with here.
I mean, I'm not giving Turn 10 a whole lot to work with. So.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Mini Cooper, but just not as good. That's it. SL55, that'd be cool. S600 maybe. We can get the truck in there. Supra. I mean, they already have a Supra, but yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. But what else do you do? You play video games. You watch movies. You're a movie buff.
I do watch movies. I also just sit and listen to music. Like that's one of my hobbies. I just sit and listen to music. Literally, just sit and listen.
Oh boy. Oh, must be nice. Your life is. Just,
I haven't done it in a while.
Your life is. You ever sit back and think about like, my life is good. I have a good life.
I mean, I do have a good life.
I know, but you ever think about that and you just be like, I had that in my garage when I was cleaning it last night, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my garage, my 2-car garage with air conditioning that sort of works, and I'm looking at my Lamborghini, and I'm not. This
Here
is
in
not
the Hollywood Hills.
This is not
You're just looking at your Lamborghini.
Yeah. Here in my garage, and I look at my books, and I go, you know what I like more than this Lamborghini?
Books.
Knowledge. So no, this isn't flexing on anything. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I'm very appreciative for everything I have.
Sure,
For
absolutely.
for the opportunities that came to me, and all that stuff. That's really cool. I mean, I wouldn't be here just a year ago. Like 3 years ago, I was in New Jersey. I was broke, and I was living with my parents, and I didn't have any of these cars and whatever. I actually did have the S class, but. It's just things have progressed a lot, and I like just stopping every once in a while. You know what? Life's pretty good. Life could be a lot worse. You go over.
Yeah.
Sometimes you talk to people and they don't like. You kind of forget that your life might be on a different wavelength, than they used to. When I'm talking to my my wife's church friends. Actually, my wife's church friend, he was he worked in Cirque du Soleil in
Nice.
La Nuba.
Wow.
So he was like one of the jumper guys. And he came and helped us with the irrigation because my irrigation pump went. So he helped us install it and all that stuff. And he has, he has a wife and kids. He lives nearby. And now he just wants a quiet life. He's like retired. And before he worked in Cirque du Soleil, he was a Olympic champion gymnast from Soviet Union.
Wow.
So he's like super high echelon, and it was like multiple categories, all this stuff. And he, but now he just lives with his kids and his wife in Claremont, and it's just one of those things where he's like, what, life is good. And if I talk to him about, hey, I got this, check out this Lamborghini, or check out this, these 3 Mercedes I have, and all this stuff. It feels a little bit like bragging. Like, how do you bring that up? So it's always weird, but I don't know where I was going with that. But just enjoy life, everybody. Enjoy life. I think the third part of that question, or the next part, we can answer in another podcast. Because we are going a little long. I think I went a little long with that rant about Black Panther, even though that movie is not good.
We can answer this third part real quick.
Okay.
Used tires, yay or nay?
Nay.
All right, good.
Nay.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Thanks for watching. If you want to reach out to us on email or Instagram, you can do so at iwrencheveryday@gmail.com or Instagram and Twitter at wrencheveryday. You can reach me at The Real Tavarish. That is also Instagram and Twitter. And Andrew can be found at. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on. I need my my Andrew. I can be found on Twitter at Heavy Metal FL. And no,
Nope.
I can be found on Twitter at Heavy Metal.
Nope.
Is Instagram Heavy Metal FL?
Yep.
Okay. I can be found on Instagram at Heavy Metal FL or Twitter 1565. That's the number. That's the word 15 and the number 65. Correct?
Was that supposed to be me?
No, I don't know, man.
I can be found on Instagram at Heavy Metal FL or on Twitter at 1565. That's the word 15 and the number 65.
Nobody likes a one-upper. Okay, nobody likes a one-upper. My
You
back,
own-
my
you
back
own-
hurts. These seats suck.
You own a Lamborghini.
These seats are garbage. We need we need better seats. My back is killing me. All right, so that is me, Tavarish, for Andrew Howell, reminding you guys, as always, to wrench every day. You put those things on.